Hello, pineapplers, and welcome back to Wine Wednesdays with Cassandra. I'm your host, Cassandra, and I am the creator and founder of the Quirky Pineapple Studio, a copywriting and brand strategy agency for small business owners who want to step up their visibility and make more income and impact. If this is your first time joining Wine Wednesdays, welcome. Usually, I am actually drinking wine. Let me set this up. Sorry, y'all. This is what always happens. Mindset shifts to CEO. All right. So usually I am drinking wine, but I am currently in the United States, and right now it is 12:30 in the afternoon. So honestly, if I were to drink wine now, I probably wouldn't make it through the rest of the day. So today we've got water. So in today's Wine Wednesdays, we're going to be talking about mindset shifts to actually become a CEO, a confident CEO. A lot of the times, small business owners, service-based business owners, impact-driven business owners have a little bit of a mindset block or a large mindset block around actually stepping up and owning the fact that they are CEO, they are the person in charge, and they are the gosh darn boss. So after working with a few specific clients and also some of our Use Your Voice Mastermind clients, we found that there were 3 mindset shifts that really held small business owners back from truly stepping into their CEO's shoes. So some examples of this are mindset blocks that could be holding you back from being a confident CEO are imposter syndrome, people pleasing, scared of really being assertive because the people pleasing is holding you back. A few other ones are scarcity mindset and jealousy. So when I started my business, I really struggled with imposter syndrome. I really struggled with scarcity mindset and jealousy just because I was a newer business owner and I didn't really know, I knew what I was doing, but then also the fact that I was seeing everybody else share about their journey on social media really scared me a lot. I was worried about the fact that other people had more years of experience than me. Other people were further along in their journey. Sometimes I was freaked out that if somebody had more followers on Instagram than me, then I wouldn't get clients. So a lot of that comes from jealousy, scarcity mindset, and also just the imposter syndrome. Then, as I started to scale my business to hire on a team member, bring on another contractor, get larger contracts, and also offer a variety or different tiers of services for our clients, I started realizing that there were other mindset blocks that I was struggling with. Some of them were feeling deserving, comparisonitis, and also, I don't know if this is a specific mindset block, but I categorized it as one because I was like, okay, I think shiny object syndrome is a mindset block. Hey, Monica! So scaling my business, I realized, okay, there were 3 other ones that I was struggling with, not just imposter syndrome or scarcity mindset, which a lot of the times I realized, okay, there's really enough for everyone. Hola, Valeria! And also the jealousy. So what happened was I started dealing with things like, I felt like I was unworthy. I felt like I was unworthy of success. I felt like I wasn't deserving of all of the things that I had, all of the accomplishments that I had, any specific collaborations that were brought up, or whenever I got a feature, or whenever I won something. I honestly was like, ooh, I don't feel like I deserve this. I feel like I'm unworthy. And that is a huge mindset block that is stopping us as small business owners, as service-based business owners, to fully step into our CEO's shoes, as everybody says. Another one was comparison. That was a big one. I used to compare myself a lot. It's gotten a lot better, but in the beginning, I would be like, oh, this person is doing so well, and who am I to be doing this? Or, oh, hey, Elaine, my business coach is here. Hi. So the one was feeling deserving and unworthy, comparisonitis. And then another one, like I just said, I don't know if this is a specific mindset block, but I wrote it down as one. Shiny object syndrome, that's a big one. I used to follow trends like nobody's business, which is really bad. And also I used to follow other people's business plans. Like I would actually stalk someone so hard. And actually, when I was on my business retreat, the term that they coined for me was, if you've been Cassandra, that means that I've stalked you. It's actually really a compliment if you really think about it, because like I care so much that I had to stalk you. But one thing that I used to do when I like didn't really understand like how to set up my own processes and how to set up my own systems, was the fact that I just like stalked someone so hard on social media. I read their website like 10 million times. I pieced together certain things, and I honestly just pieced together my processes. And I pieced together my processes by basically copying someone else's processes. And then when I saw that something worked for them, I would be like, oh, shiny object, let's do it. So then I basically brought it into my business. And well, moral of the story, I did that a few times. One of the times I spent like an entire 3 months preparing for the summer school project that I launched last year. And if you've been following me for a while, then you know it. But I launched that because I got shiny object syndrome from somebody else and was like, cool, let's do it. And what happened? Nobody bought. So I spent like hours and hours creating PowerPoint slides, creating a masterclass, writing sales pages, funnels, all of that, only to have no one buy. And then what did I do? I was like, well, maybe I need like beta and testimonial stuff. So I gave it out for free. And then all those free people didn't actually give me testimonials. But anyways, so this is just kind of to give you a little bit of a background of, yes, I've had a lot of mindset blocks. I still struggle with them. I still go through them. But these are three specific ones that I have worked through to actually be a confident CEO. And like that means I am a confident boss. Boss sounds funny, but I don't know. It sounds weird to me. A confident leader, a confident team member, someone who can actually tell my contractors or my team, hey, this is what I want. This isn't right. Or awesome, great job. And just like really leading my business to success. My version of success. Just gonna put that disclaimer in there right now. Okay, so let's get started. The first one, also if you are watching live, let me know where you're watching from, your name, where you're watching from, and what you are drinking below. Usually I have a glass of red wine. It is 12:30 on the East Coast, so your girl cannot be drinking wine right now. It is water. I was also snacking on homemade Chex Mix that my mom made. Delicious. Okay, so the first one that I wanted to talk about, the mindset shift that I made to become a confident CEO is, number one, cute does not get things done. Cute really doesn't get things done. I don't know why I thought I wanted to be cute. I think it was because I wanted to be liked, and I thought being cute meant that I was likable. And the more cute I was, the more likable I was, so that nobody would dislike me. Because, if you are a people pleaser like me, then honestly, if someone dislikes you, you have like some sort of like panic attack. That's like me. So the first mindset shift I had to go through, hello Brigitte and hello LP Marketing. I don't know your first name, but if you introduce yourself below, I'll remember, and I can actually say hello in the next one. So the first thing that I had to really work through was that cute doesn't get things done. Again, like I was saying before, I really wanted to be cute. Oh, hey, Laura. Nice to meet you. Okay, so I really wanted to be cute because I was like, cute gets things done. I don't know if it was the same for you all in middle school and high school. All the cute girls were more liked. So I was like, oh, I'm going to be cute because then more people will like me and more people will want to work with me. So in the first few years of my business, and I've been in business full time now for 2 years, but honestly, my entire life, I just always wanted to be cute. I never wanted to be assertive. I never wanted to be confrontational. I found those words to be very negative. And what I found was that cute does not get things done. So I realized cute doesn't do business. Cute doesn't get taken seriously. Cute honestly gets overlooked. And what happened is not just because that I was worried about people pleasing, but I was so scared of fully stepping out and being like, oh, no, no, no. I'm Cassandra. I am the CEO of the Quirky Pineapple Studio. I've hired a team member. I have a team of 2. I've won large projects. I've brought in thousands and thousands of dollars for my clients through copywriting and their brand strategy. My clients have gone on to write their own books, host their own workshops, host their own retreats, virtual or in person. My clients have also been recognized by Google as the best tech content creator. I played that shit down so hard because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be humble. I'm gonna be coy. I'm gonna be cute. I'm just Cassandra. I'm just the CEO of this studio called the Quirky Pineapple. I write and I do digital marketing and content strategy. And when I realized that nobody was taking me seriously, I was getting frustrated. So really, I played into my own problem. So I got frustrated because people weren't taking me seriously. Oh, yay. Okay, so Brigitte says, I'm so glad you are talking about this. Monica says, I'm relating to this so hard. Yeah, oh my gosh, this is like a real thing. So I was the source of the problem. I now realize this. But before I realized I was the source of the problem and took responsibility for, my actions and all this stuff and like my bad behavior, I would get frustrated because I was like, why isn't anybody taking me seriously? Why do people think I'm playing business? Why do people feel like they can like push my boundaries and not really pay me and kind of be like, oh, she's just Cassandra? Well, newsflash, it was my fault because I was like, I'm just cute. Well, that's it. I realized that I had to make that shift that, excuse me, cute really doesn't get anything done. And that being cute and people pleasing or trying to be liked by everyone is honestly a waste of your time as a human and as an individual. Like, you will not be liked by everyone, and that's totally fine. And you will not like everyone either, which is also totally fine. Like, I will be honest. There are people who probably don't like me. I don't know who they are. If you don't like me, that's totally fine. If you're following me and you don't like me, I will say you should unfollow me to just like protect mental health things. But also, like, I realized that I just don't like everyone either, and that's okay. So I made the shift and I realized that I am the boss, I am the CEO, and I have really helped my clients scale by bringing in more visibility, more sales, and but I've also done the same thing for my own business. So if you are struggling with, always being cute, I honestly think it's rooted in the fact that maybe people pleasing, and also the fact that you just don't take yourself seriously. And that's the thing that I was struggling with. Like, I worked with a lawyer to buy contract templates. I hired an accountant. I redid my entire website. I did everything I possibly could to present myself as professional, visibly, I guess. Yes, like face value. And what I really needed to do was work on my mindset to actually present myself as the CEO and get taken seriously, not just like buying a lot of that stuff. So work on that first before you try and get into branding or messaging or anything like that. Okay, if you've related with this, let me know down in the comments below. Do you still struggle with being cute? Are you trying to work through being cute? Do people still view you as cute? People still probably view me as very cute and bubbly. But I've made it a thing now where I'm like, hey, no, I'm not going to do that. Or I like kind of like not fight back. That sounds very aggressive. I'm not really a fighter. But I will kind of like reinstate my boundaries, either through email, or I'll just be a little bit more forceful. And honestly, if I think I'm being annoying, I kind of have to talk myself out of it and be like, hey, I'm not being annoying. I'm just being a normal business owner where I need to like think about me first and think about my business first and, what I need to do. And then I can think about other people. There's that saying, like, you can't fill an empty cup if your cup is empty. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't remember the phrase, but that's what it is. Okay, so the second mindset shift that I had to go through was the fact that head down and work hard is the way to go. No, it's really not. As a Vietnamese American, like a first generation Vietnamese American daughter of immigrants, my mom and dad always told me, don't cause trouble, don't ruffle feathers. You just have to put your head down, don't make a fuss, and just work hard and get shit done. And that's kind of what I did. I adopted that model because I didn't know any better. And I never spoke up. I never said anything. I basically was just like a doormat to people. I was really quiet. I was very dismissive, super passive. I hate confrontation. In general, I still hate confrontation. But now I think I've shifted my mindset around confrontation to just be like, okay, it's not like it needs to be an aggressive thing where we're both upset with each other. This is just, I'm telling you how I felt, what you did. It pushed my boundaries, and this is how we can move forward. Again, if this person doesn't agree, this is why you have a conversation. But I really adopted the model of like head down and work hard. And that's just because that's what my parents taught me. And that's kind of what they had to go through being like coming over from Vietnam, and then like setting up their whole entire life and building their business and providing for their daughters. And this for me, I was like, okay, this is all I see. This is all I know. But you know what? I think when we just put our head down and work really hard, this is when the boundaries, like you aren't communicating your boundaries, or you're not even setting your boundaries, or you don't even realize that you need to set boundaries. I did not realize that I needed to set boundaries. I thought they would just kind of be like built, like growing up in middle class America, and having my parents like provide so many things for us. I honestly felt like, okay, I live in this bubble will protect me, and the boundaries will just be there. Totally not true. Like, you need to reset boundaries every single time you interact with somebody new or somebody different, or another client or a collaborator, or even a friend, or I don't know, your parents, even, all of that stuff. So I really had to learn how to set boundaries to protect myself. And because I think all mindset blocks play into each other, I think because I really struggled with being cute, and then also adopt the model of just work hard, put your head down, do what you need to do, all that stuff. My boundaries were always being pushed. Like somebody was always telling me, hey, this is that, I want this. And it really controlled my business a lot. I let other people control my business processes. I let other people control my client process and my services process and all of that stuff. Hello, everyone who's joining. We have Shaylee here. We have Jimena. We have Maite. Hola. I'm just talking about mindset blocks. We just talked about being cute. You can watch the replay for that. And then I'm also talking right now about my second mindset block that I had to basically work through to become a confident CEO, which was putting my head down and working hard. And I think if anybody has, excuse me, immigrant parents, this might be a mindset that you've also adopted, which is like you really just need to do what you can to survive. And as a first generation Asian or Vietnamese American and like a daughter of immigrants, I really, really, really adopted that because that's what they taught me. And it's not right or wrong. It was just a different way. And I realized that when I am just putting my head down and working, I'm not really listening to myself. And then I basically let other people control things because I feel like I just need to do the work to get things done without really figuring out what works best for me and how I function and how my business functions. Because like I was saying before, I let a lot of my clients, a lot of my collaborators, a lot of like potential clients even control my client process. And that was because I was just like, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to get the client. I need to do the work. I need to make money. And this was really rooted in the fact that like my parents worked on survival mode, and I thought I also needed to work on survival mode. And I don't, because of their hard work. I don't need to survive. I can have different opportunities. So that's just something that I realized. I don't necessarily put my head down and just work all the time. I do believe in like there are certain phases and seasons in your business when you need to work more than others, but in the end, I realized, okay, I really need to set my boundaries. And now that I've set my boundaries and like really wrote out my client process, I feel like my client experience is so much better because I am now in control of how they experience working with me. So some of the things that like I shifted was, I really ask for contracts. If somebody will not sign a contract, I will not work with them. That's plain and simple. Even with collaborations, like I won't do a collaboration with someone if they won't sign my contract. And this is just like a simple contract saying, oh, this is a collaboration, or it's like a trade of services. I still ask for a contract because I'm just trying to protect myself. I also make sure that everything is written in an email because you never know if somebody's WhatsApping you, sending you Instagram DMs, Facebook messaging you, and then you have to return to all those messages. Nuh-uh, that's not how you do business. Everything needs to be written in email, and I love email for that reason. And I also realized that it's not about not making a fuss and not making a big deal out of something, that I do need to speak up when I feel like somebody is stepping on my toes, or I need to speak up that they're not respecting me or my time or my business or anything like that. And it's happened before where I had to become not confrontational, but like I just really had to speak up and be like, hey, I didn't like this, and can you not do it again? It's terrifying. I get really bad like hand sweats when I am doing these like conversations. I like sweat a lot. I'm not really a sweater, but my hands get like super yucky. And then I get the shakes because I get so scared to be confrontational or to tell someone, hey, you disrespected me, or hey, you crossed the line. So those are two of the mindset blocks that I have had to work through to be more of a confident CEO and not just like a person who wants to play business. If you want to read more, you can head to the blog and search mindset, and you can actually read the rest of the mindset blocks that I had to go through to be a confident CEO. But if you are watching live, let me know down in the comments below what mindset blocks that you currently struggle with to be a confident CEO, or if you resonated with any of the mindset blocks that I also went through. I think Brigitte commented, she said, I definitely identify with being liked and approved, being a driving force that is holding back progress. Totally agree. I think when I realized that I didn't need to be liked, wow. It was like very, very actually therapeutic to let go of all of that because like I mentioned last year, I went to a whole bunch of networking events in Madrid. I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be seen as somebody in the Madrid community, as like a leader. I really wanted to, I don't know, be liked and just like show support for other people and their events and their workshops and anything like that. And it was great in the beginning. Then what I realized was that a lot of those networking events just weren't serving me in general. And what happened was, oh, hey, Kay, hey. What happened was I got really cynical and frustrated because I was letting the fact that I was such a people pleaser, I like had to go and go to these networking events and go to these workshops because I was like, oh, I want the community in Madrid to like me. I want them to, be my friend. I want them to view me as another equal. And I realized, you know what? Nah, I don't really care. I started getting super cynical about it. I started getting really frustrated. I got really upset. I felt like it was their fault because I was getting cynical and getting frustrated when really it was my fault because I was just giving my time and energy to other things that just weren't serving me. And that's not to say like they don't add value, the events that they have and the workshops they have, but it just wasn't for me. And the more I tried to be liked, the more energy I used and the more mental space it took, that I really couldn't even like serve my clients correctly because I was just so worried about my own thing that I couldn't even like understand what they wanted to do. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what other mindset blocks that you go through. If any of this is resonating with you, if you have other mindset blocks to move from small business owner to a CEO, or anything like that. And I'm just gonna drink some water. Kay says tuning in at work to learn some gems. Awesome. We just talked about mindset blocks, Kay. I talked about how I struggled with being cute in the beginning of my business to now letting go of that cute factor. And then I also talked about the head down and work hard, I guess, expression that my parents taught me growing up, and basically just not saying much or not making a fuss and just kind of like accepting things as they are without actually actively going and changing them, and not really, and I don't think like you can specifically change a situation. I think, like everybody says, and like all those inspirational guru Pinterest things say, it's really about 100% owning your own responsibility for yourself. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today for Wine Wednesday. And yeah, if you all are still watching, let me know down in the comments below what you think, if you have other mindset blocks specifically, or if you have any questions for me about other mindset blocks that I kind of mentioned in the beginning. I said imposter syndrome, scarcity mindset, jealousy, feeling deserving, comparison, shiny object syndrome. Those are a few that I also have gone through. I mean, it's a constant journey, I feel, because you get through one mindset block and then another one comes up and you're like, oh gosh. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below. I'll just be drinking my water while I wait. All right, it looks like there are no comments. But if you don't feel comfortable commenting and you want to just have a conversation about this privately, feel free to send me a DM. I'm happy to talk about it a little bit more, and share any resources or tips I have. Of course, the Quirky Pineapple Studio, our Instagram page has a whole bunch of resources and tips for free. We have the DQP radio episodes. We have other Wine Wednesday episodes saved on IGTV. We also have a lot of blog posts up on our blog. You can head to thequirkypineapple.com to read other blog posts about mindset shifts. And if you really want to learn more about like shifting your mindset and also understanding your numbers to make sure that you are creating a visibility and marketing strategy that is really aligned to you and what works best for you, mark your calendars, save the date, because on Saturday, April 4th, from 3 p.m. Central European Time to 8 p.m. Central European Time, the Quirky Pineapple Studio is hosting our second virtual retreat, the Raise Your Voice one-day virtual business retreat on Saturday, April 4th. Yes! Who's excited? I'm excited. Last time we hosted, I think it was 8 women for a full day of strategizing, brainstorming, hot seat sessions, sharing feedback with each other. We had women come in from the UK, from Tokyo, from Panama, from Germany, from the United States, from Canada, from Puerto Rico. And it is just an awesome time to really be in an intimate setting and really learn from me, but not only me, but all of the other women who are part of the retreat. I am also opening this up to men. Really, I think the most of the people who watch the stuff for the Quirky Pineapple Studio are women, but this is open up to men if you want to come in as well. Save the date. It is April 4th, Saturday, April 4th, from 2 p.m. Central European Time to 8 p.m. Central European Time. Tickets are already out. You can head to thequirkypineapplestudio.thinkific.com to check out the tickets. It is 197 euros to join, and you get 5 hours of strategy. Sometimes it might go into 6 just because of the time. We also are going to do implementation time. We'll be reviewing all your numbers, and you get the replay, resources, and also one-on-one calls with me in the beginning of the retreat and after. But yeah, if you have any questions about that, feel free to DM me as well. You can send a DM after this thing, or if you have any specific questions. I'm super excited because the last retreat was awesome. Let me see if I have a picture of it. I watched the sunrise in lots of different places around the world because some women joined us from the East Coast at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Amazing. And then it turned nighttime on my time because I went from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Here we go. This is just a snapshot of everybody that was there last time. And yeah, so it is Saturday, April 4th, 2 p.m. Central European to 8 p.m. Central European, if that is or 3 p.m. Central European. I have to double check that. It's either 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. But it's either 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be going over all your numbers from Q1 to make sure that you have a strategy for Q2. And then we'll also have implementation time because I believe it's not just about strategy. It's really about implementation as well. So this will give you the accountability to work on things together with all of the people who are part of the mastermind. All right, y'all, I am going to hop off because it looks like there aren't any questions. But if you want to learn more about 3 mindset shifts that I made to become a CEO, just head to the website, thequirkypineapple.com, search, sorry, a cough. Search mindset, and you can read the blog post that just dropped today. And then if you are interested in a little bit more strategy, also reviewing numbers and anything like that, send me a DM and I can send you the link to the virtual 1-day retreat happening on Saturday, April 4th. All right, y'all, I'm going to head out. Have an awesome day, and I will see you next week for another episode of Wine Wednesdays with Cassandra. Next Wednesday, I actually will have wine, though, because I'll be back in Madrid, and do miss that good Madrid wine. Bye!